How's it going, everyone? Mike here, July 5th. We're going to be looking at what's trending today, what was trending over the last 24 hours. This is according to Google Trends, and this information is provided by the Productor Chrome extension. I use this from time to time to look at all the daily trends, and it's actually pretty cool if you want to kind of hop on and chase a trend, for example, in real time. There's been a lot of times where I would look at these trends through this Chrome extension, and then I would actually go and search for those products on Amazon in the morning, and there would be none. And then, for example, by 6 p.m. The same day, you would see hundreds of products that kind of answer the question or basically mirror the wording exactly as it's trending in Google. So people are tracking this very closely, and they're jumping on these opportunities because once in a while, you can hop on a trend and make a lot of sales, for the duration of that trend. First thing that we're going to be looking at, I have three shirts that three terms that I've pulled up, and the first one's going to be, I just want to mention quickly Joey Chestnut, and if you're wondering who this guy is, you can see the trend. It peaked yesterday at 100%, and then it turns out that this guy is an American competitive eater, and he just set a new world record, as you can see here, finishing 76 hot dogs, and he beat his own record. The reason I'm bringing him up is because he was trending this morning, but I didn't want to look at his shirt because he's a personality. So there was a kind of spin-off of that in addition to July 4th. And what was trending is, and is still trending, is "You Make Me Want a Hot Dog Real Bad" shirt. So basically, as you can see here, this peaked yesterday, July 4th again, and these are the results. So if you actually look at this, what I look at when I'm examining this information is, is somebody jumping on this trend, or is this something, for example, that will keep coming back? So is this a design that is trending this morning because of July 4th and maybe that hot dog eating contest? But again, it will also do the same thing next year because, July 4th will be here next year, and also the hot dog eating competition. So when you look at the dates added, you can see that some of these are fairly recent. But if we go further, there are a lot of shirts that are from 2020, 2019, and so on. So actually the good thing here is, as you can see here, a lot of the first page results are from this year. The BSR bestseller rank is not that impressive. So as you can see here, estimated sales may be 1 or 6 depending on the information that you're getting. This is from Merchant Informer. This is from the Productor Chrome extension that I'm using right now. So in any case, there are a few sales here and there, and this is while it's trending. So again, I think these people lucked out because, as you can see, a lot of results on the first page are from this year. But when I was looking at this information earlier today, there were designs from 2019, 2020, and so on. So that's the first thing. So this is one of those things where you're kind of like chasing a trend that will also most likely trend next year. The second thing that I wanted to look at, and I was looking at these specifically just to see, for example, what makes most sense for this video and everything. I love Hot Mom's shirt. So this actually started fairly slow yesterday. Spiked a little bit halfway through the day, and then it's spiking again. So it's still kind of hitting its peak and then maybe slowly kind of slowing down. And here's the thing. I don't know why this is trending now. I don't know if this was mentioned somewhere on a TV show, or maybe it's trending online, or whatever the case is. But it's trending. And I wanted to see if it was like some kind of a cool design, or if it was maybe like a quote, like a text-based design. And the answer is no. A lot of these shirts, again, they were listed, as you can see here, last year, this year, but back in April. And as we keep going, again, 2020, 2020, 2021, and let's keep going. Again, 2020, so there's nothing, 2016. So basically, this is one of those situations where there is an evergreen. This would be considered an evergreen, and kind of like a funny, sarcastic joke, whatever you want to call it, that just happened to trend overnight for whatever reason. And again, for example, some of these people here, let's see, so out of December 27, 2020, there's no way that they could have guessed that this would be trending today, and especially in the way that it is, right? So again, this is one of those things, like I said, the BSR is pretty low, it's pretty impressive. Estimated sales, as you can see here, and these are sponsored shirts. But again, to get over 100 sales in a month, and then have a day like today or a week, it really boosts your sales. But again, very standard evergreen, somewhat funny, I guess maybe really funny to some people, design, and it's trending. The last thing that I wanted to look at is Merciless Indian Savages shirt. So when I looked at this, I remember hearing this years ago, but I didn't know exactly what it was. Like, to me, it just kind of like sounded offensive. But it wasn't surprising, because a lot of the Black Lives Matter and Juneteenth, so there's a lot of not trend, but like kind of like protest and awareness shirts. And I figured this was kind of something like that, where people were trying to send a message. So anyways, I just looked at it, and it turns out that the Declaration of Independence actually includes that term. So as you can see here, does the famous document American History really state that all men are created equal? And the answer is, it really does. And this is according to the Indian country today. And even when you Google it, that's the Declaration of Independence. And basically, yes. So people celebrating July 4th, Independence Day, and then, on the other side of that, you have the people saying, well, hey, let's not, forget our history and how it was built and all that kind of stuff. So, and I saw a lot of shirts, basically with Juneteenth saying, my Independence Day is in 2021, instead. So anyways, a lot of kind of like cultural, history-based awareness designs. So anyways, these are the designs, and I wanted to also look at, when this was posted, because those are the things that you want to look at, right? Is this like a daily trend? Is this trending for the first time? Or is this a design that, again, will trend next year? And that seems to be the case, because of course every year there's going to be July 4th, and then every year people will be reminded of this, and then these designs will come up, and this will trend through Google Trends, as you can see here. Actually, this is a pretty high interest over the last 2 days, and as you can see here, it's actually peaking in real time. So basically, let me just see where those shirts are. So basically, this will again trend next year, because it has trended in 2019, 2018, 2020, and here we are today. And you can see a bunch of different designs and combinations of that quote and terminology. So again, as you can see here, and I'm curious if anybody's jumping on these trends, and it doesn't seem so, at least not on the first page. There's nothing that's, for example, where this was in such low numbers that anything you list today would be showing up on first page. So this is definitely a trend that will be coming back, and something that you can expect to sell next year. So that's it. I think this extension is huge, and you can see this is actually changing in real time. So as I'm recording this, these numbers are going, they're fluctuating, going up and down. So for example, I love Hot Moms a couple hours ago was at, I think, 80% or 100%, and Joy Chestnut was I think at 800%. So this is real time. This is, happening right now, and that's kind of how you chase these trends. You hope that, I Love Hot Moms or Merciless Indian Savages will be, trending for the next day or two, and then you can actually capitalize on that. But that's it. This extension is great. Amazon and these different extensions, for example, the kinds of information that you can gather, including keywords, long tail keywords, even pricing. There was one, I believe it was actually this one that surprised me, at how low people are listing. Let me see if I can find it. Listing I can't find it, but it was a hoodie that was listed at $25.99, and when I did the math, I actually looked at it. People are taking 60 cents of profit selling a hoodie. So again, there's a lot of information that you can gather from this, but that's what's trending today, and I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you, guys.